Hello, my name is Sophie Andersen. I'm a Danish EURES advisor, and I've been working with international recruitment for more than 15 years. I'm happy to tell you all about the great job possibilities we have in Denmark, and also tell you that if you find a job in Denmark, you want to relocate, how you can use us, and how we in Denmark have made everything easy and smooth for you to come here. So Denmark is a small country to the north of Europe. We border Germany to the south, and we have a bridge across to Sweden to the north. We're about 6 million people living here, and we have a huge international population of almost 12%. Because we need a lot of people to come to Denmark and start working and living here. Our official language is Danish, but English is widely used. We are well known for Tivoli, for Legoland, Hans Christian Andersen, for hygge, for the fierce Vikings, and for happiness. And some of the fun facts about Denmark is that what internationals say about us is that Danish humor in a nutshell is all about sarcasm and self-irony. So we know that we are a very, very flat country with, I think our highest level is 170 meters above sea level. But of course, we need to have a mountain like everybody else. So we have Himmelbjerget, which means the sky mountain or mountain of heaven, which is 147 meters above sea level, because of course we need a mountain like the rest of the world. So Denmark is a very small country, and we have very big ambitions. So 59% of our GDP actually comes from exports. We have a lot of global functioning companies that have headquarters in Denmark and then export to all over the world. Some of our world-leading, well-known companies are Lego. They produce the Lego brick, the toy. Within wind turbines, we have Vestas as a leading player, and within life science, we have the company Novo Nordisk. This means that because we export to all over the world, it means that the companies in Denmark need to hire in people that have an awareness and cultural understanding of how to do businesses in other countries and cultures. And we also need people with good language skills. So there are many possibilities in Denmark and a lot of job possibilities. Actually, we expect to have to expand our labor, the number of people working in Denmark with 150,000 persons by 2030. We have a lot of growing sectors and a lot of demand. So whether you are a highly qualified person, such as an engineer, or whether you're a skilled worker, such as a healthcare assistant or electrician, there will be job possibilities and great jobs for you in Denmark. Danish is the official language in Denmark, but we actually have a lot of possibilities for you if you speak English at a good level. We recommend that you learn Danish once you come to Denmark. The Danish state provides free of charge lessons for all internationals, but you can actually start working in Denmark with only knowing English. So this means that we also have made relocation easy for those of you who speak English. So, for instance, the website workindenmark.dk is all about figuring out for you how to, are there any job possibilities for me in Denmark? This is where we've gathered all the information you need. Information about registration, work permit, authorization. We have information, tips for your job search if you want to know some of the rules of how to do it in Denmark. We have expat stories. We have information about sectors with high demand. And the focus of our website is our job portal that only has jobs where English is a requirement. At the very center of this, I've made a slide here, a photo of our job portal. It says find your new job in Denmark, and if you press that, you go directly to our job portal. This is where you can put in a keyword from your background. I've included engineer here, and then you get a list of the jobs where that keyword is included. You can then press the single job and go directly to the company website and apply for the job directly with the Danish company. So the Work in Denmark job portal is where you go, where you figure out whether there are job possibilities for you in Denmark. We have made other websites available with information in English, such as the International Citizen Service. In Denmark, when you come to Denmark, you need to register. You need to do your paperwork, get a social security number, get healthcare, get an online tax account, etc. We have these international citizen service centers in 6 places around, scattered all over Denmark. This is where you can get advice, you can get guidance on what to bring and how to what you need to know before you relocate to Denmark. And this is also where you book an appointment and show up to do all of your registration in one go. We're quite proud of this, and it really works well so that it's easy for internationals to do all of their paperwork. I would like to also point out that we have information in English on the website new2denmark.dk. It takes you through the process of how do I need to register in terms of needing a work permit. Now, Nordic citizens and EU citizens, you can come to Denmark and start working and then do all of your registration and paperwork after. Non-EU citizens, you need a work permit before you can start working in Denmark. Now, for Denmark, we don't have options like a visa sponsorship or a green card as some other countries do. The process in Denmark is that you first apply for a job, get a job with a contract, and then you and the Danish company apply for a work permit. But it's all described on the website new2denmark.dk, or you can contact us and we're happy to assist you and give you guidance. So once you're in Denmark, you're settled, you might want to know about the structure of Denmark. Maybe you have questions about the school system or the healthcare system or other things that matter. Lifeindenmark.dk is where you find information on a national level. But what we've also done in Denmark is that all cities in Denmark and most of the smaller towns also have what we call a newcomer servants guide or a relocation guide. This means that, for instance, if you apply for a job with Lego and you want to move to Billund, to live and work for Lego, you can contact the relocation guide, Marianne. She is a person that's hired by the municipality, and her job is to make sure that you settle and feel comfortable in the town of Billund. So she will tell you about how to find a place to live. She will tell you if you bring children, what are the school options. If you say, I enjoy playing badminton, she will tell you where you can do that. What she also does is that she arranges social events. So for instance, maybe a monthly meetup or Wednesday night dinner or something like that. Because when you move to a new country, you need to make new friends, you need to make a network, and this is all available for you. So we've tried to make relocation easy, both in terms of how to register, how to find out about your job possibilities, but also make sure that you settle well and feel happy when you come to Denmark. Now you know about these great job possibilities. Perhaps you found a job, you think this is perfect for me, I am going to apply. So When you apply for a job in a new country, there are certain unwritten rules or unwritten expectations that you might want to know before you start applying for jobs. And I'm happy to share some of the best tips we have about job search. Now, the CV and the cover letter in Denmark is supposed to be targeted towards the specific job you apply for. And you're supposed to really explain how you think you match the job. So we expect you to couple your experience to the tasks of the job and to the function of the job, and include your motivation. Why do you want to work in this with these skills or in this job? Why do you want to relocate to Denmark? So this is some of the unwritten rules and expectations of what Danish recruiters expect from you when you apply for a job. If you want to know more about these unwritten rules about, for instance, a Danish job interview, or maybe you want to know how we use LinkedIn in Denmark, please go to our website, workindenmark.dk. We have video tutorials, e-learning, we have recruiters and expats sharing their best tips for you. So it should be easy for you to access and to get a feeling of what we expect in Denmark. So the Danish labor market is quite regulated. We have we're famous for our work-life balance. A lot of the internationals we meet and encounter before they come to Denmark actually say, yeah, this is something all countries claim. But once they're in Denmark, usually around 2-3 months after having come here, they contact us again and say, you were right, it is different, it is better in Denmark. So we have 37-hour work week, we have 5 or 6 weeks of paid holiday every year, and we have something we refer to as lifelong learning, which means that when you get a job in Denmark, you are expected to continue to improve your skills, to take courses, yes, both for the betterment of the company, but also for yourself. Now, we have a few things that are different in Denmark compared to most other countries. For instance, minimum wages are not regulated by law in Denmark. Instead, we have quite strong unions, trade unions, and they negotiate a collective agreement with the employers, and the result is that we have very high salaries and a very good standard of living in Denmark. So when you come to Denmark, please be mindful of this. We advise all internationals coming to Denmark to investigate this membership of a trade union. You will be able to find a trade union that is affiliated with your trade, also for engineers or IT specialists or for skilled workers. You name it, we have it. Contact us and we're happy to tell you which one to investigate further into. And please be mindful also that when you work in Denmark, you are not automatically insured against unemployment. In Denmark, if you want to have this extra, like if you lose your job and you would like to receive some funding until you get a new job, you have to actively join an unemployment insurance fund. In Denmark, we call it an A-kasse. So it's voluntary, it's up to you whether you want this insurance or not. You can find a lot more information about the Danish labor market and things to consider on the website lifeindenmark.dk, or you can of course contact us. We're more than happy to help you. So the cost of living in Denmark, it can be difficult to express how much money you have to get by, but we've tried to use the Big Mac index, and it simply says how many minutes do you have to work in a country in order to be able to afford to buy a Big Mac. And for Denmark, the number is 17 minutes, whereas, for instance, in Portugal, you have to work 36 minutes, I'm sorry. So we have quite a very good purchasing power in Denmark. All right, Let me end here by explaining to you what expats say. Expats who have relocated to Denmark, who have started working here. So let's hear what they say. For instance, at the very bottom, you can see a photo of Erika Blanca. She's a nurse from Romania who moved to Denmark to work at the hospital Lillebælt about a year ago. I'm going to read out loud what she says about living and working in Denmark. Denmark is expensive, but the salary is high too, and you have enough money to be independent, to pay for all of your expenses and still have money to travel, go out and have fun. The work-life balance is just better. Now, she really enjoys having her own flat, having money to go on holidays, and to have just one full-time job. Expats generally are very, very happy about living and working in Denmark. They say that we have a society that is all about security and trust. We trust the government to do the best for us. We trust the management and our colleagues to work together to help each other. You might have heard about this sleeping babies left unattended outside. This is quite common in Denmark. You can see on the photo, we have 2 prams with sleeping babies. This is a photo from our capital, Copenhagen. And the parents are inside having a coffee, enjoying themselves, feeling quite confident that nothing's going to happen to their babies. Now, internationals say that this is really something that they enjoy in Denmark, this trust and security. They also say that in Denmark, we're quite informal. So both the tone of communication, that we call each other by first name. We don't use the title. We don't use the last name. So if you go to university, your professor is called the first name, the teachers are first name, and your manager, that's a first name basis too. We also are quite informal in the way we dress ourselves. So internationals say that it can be a little difficult or invisible for them to see who is actually in charge, especially if your manager also bicycles to work in the morning with a bicycle helmet on, going into an office that's not the biggest at the company. So they say that can be a little difficult to figure this out, especially because everybody still knows who is in charge and who makes the final decisions. Now, what internationals also really love about Denmark is that they feel that they have an influence on the decision-making process. So let's say management takes a decision and you know, or you have some information that you think might change that decision a little bit, then you are actually supposed to go to your manager and voice your opinion to let them know that they could make a better decision with this and this knowledge. So the door is open, we have a very low hierarchy, and we have direct communication with the ones in charge. The final thing that everybody always mentions is that work in Denmark is supposed to be fun. We believe that if you come to work, you have fun with your colleagues, you enjoy what you're doing, then you're going to be to produce more and thereby make more money for the company. Yeah, if you want to learn what other expats have said, we have videos, we have interviews, etc. on the website workindenmark.dk that you are more than welcome to look at. All right, that was it for me. If you have any questions about what I've said, or if you want to know something specific, you're more than welcome to contact us at EURES Denmark. You can find our email address workindenmark@workindenmark.dk or phone number on our website workindenmark.dk. You're able to chat with us every Friday on the EURES chat, or you can actually follow us on LinkedIn or Facebook to get information about new jobs in Denmark or new possibilities or new expat stories. Yeah. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening. And I hope to see you in Denmark soon. Vi ses i Danmark. Bye.